Oskaloosa Indians basketball is on the air, live on KBOE.
And all over the world at KBOEradio.com and the smartphone app.
Brought to you by Oskaloosa Vision Center, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Malcolm Lumber, Edward Jones Investments, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Pella Printing, Bank Iowa, Certified Pest Control, Hawkeye Real Estate, Mahaska Drug, Robert Auld Investments, Fred's Muffler Shop, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care Center, Lighton State Bank, The Rock Island Tap, Clow Valve Company, and Kelly Style Insurance. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford.
And now, live Oskaloosa basketball action on the No Coast Network.
It may be the first day of winter, but the Oskaloosa girls basketball team comes in a little bit warm. They've won 2 consecutive games for the first time in over 4 years, and they'll try to stretch that to a 3-game winning streak tonight when they take on the Pella Lady Dutch. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network. And we've got the video stream available on KBOEradio.com and the KBOE app. All sorts of ways to join us here tonight as the Oskaloosa girls coming off an overtime win at Norwalk last Tuesday night, 41-36. That puts the Indians at 1-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference and 2-7 overall. Pella comes in with a 5-3 record, 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, and Pella comes in rather warm themselves with 4 consecutive wins. The last of those was on Tuesday night at Newton by a score of 61-31, where Pella senior Emily Holterhouse hit a school record 24 rebounds in that game. She also added 18 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 block shots. No word on sales of popcorn or any other concessions that she had on that night. Pella will be without one of their regular starters, Madison Parks, a 5'5 senior. She is sidelined with an injury, will not be available tonight. And the Indians will be without Ashley Drost, who is away with a family vacation. And sophomore Kaylee Johnson will take her place in the Indians starting 5 tonight. We'll hear from Oskaloosa coach J.C. Watt, get her view on the victory at Norwalk on Tuesday night. And tonight's game with Pella as well. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
At Craig Ford, we believe in giving and serving, and that's especially true during the holiday season. That's why this December, we at Craig Ford are giving you Ford employee pricing. That's right, Ford employee pricing exclusively at Craig Ford. You pay what we pay from now till the end of the year. Craig Ford employee pricing gives you $18,500 off an F-150. You can get over $7,000 off a 2018 Escape, over $9,000 off the Ford Edge, and a whopping $10,000 off the Ford Explorer at Craig Ford.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Welcome back to our pregame show. The Oskaloosa girls basketball team getting ready to host Pella tonight. Final game before the Christmas break. J.C. White, the coach of the Oskaloosa Indians, is dressed in the Christmas spirit and is also a little under the weather, so I'm glad she's able to join us now. And the Indians now with back-to-back wins for the first time since February of 2014 after a win at Norwalk on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've had a couple big wins for our program, just for confidence builders for our girls. We've been telling them for a while that you're capable of winning games, but a lot of those girls have never been in close game situations. So to see us execute at the end of the game was good for us.
I'm sure something else they weren't involved in is shutting out a team for an entire quarter, which you did in the first quarter on Tuesday.
Yeah, we really did well defensively in the first quarter. They made some adjustments offensively, but I felt like we made some adjustments again on defense and really responded well to the adjustments that Norwalk made offensively.
Something else that was nice to see was in the fourth quarter on Tuesday night was going 10 for 10, I think it was, at the free throw line, and Lindsay Holmberg making two with 9 seconds to play to force the overtime. Again, something the girls haven't been in before, but coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, we really hit free throws well at the end of the game, which was good to see because up to this point we really haven't had that confidence on the free throw line. So to have some girls step up, and girls that typically we wouldn't necessarily be our first pick on the free throw line step up and do that, it just shows the confidence that we've got coming into some games here down the second half of the season.
And the last two games you've gotten to the free throw line more than quite a few other games.
Yeah, it's been good. We've been on the attack. We're really moving in our offense well, and we're doing a lot of good things playing together as a team.
And Amanda Fay had a strong game. She hadn't played much the last couple of days, but came in, had a dozen points for you, and was also strong on the boards.
Yeah, she's one that really just posts hard inside, and that was something that we knew we could exploit against Norwalk. And she came in and stepped up for us, which was good to see because she's kind of been a little bit more shy the last couple games in JV, and I think she's starting to get some of that confidence and starting to play to her potential.
Now a Pella team tonight with some very strong athletes, including one girl who's going to play Division I volleyball. What do you know about them?
They like to play fast. They run the ball. They are going to move the ball around pretty quick on offense, so we're going to do our best to slow the game down and play the pace that we want to play.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can play fast, but it's also kind of like driving in NASCAR or something. You've got driving fast is one thing, but driving fast under control is something else.
Yeah, we got to limit turnovers. Obviously, they're going to bring pressure. We've been working on it for the last couple weeks. Executing that against a tougher team like Pella is going to be a little different than executing against a couple of the teams we've been playing lately, but I think we can do it, and I think we can execute.
All right, thanks very much, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, you too.
That's J.C. White, coach of the Oskaloosa girls basketball team. We'll be back with the starting lineups as Pella comes to Oskaloosa. We'll be back in 2 minutes on KBUE-FM and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello, getting ready for girls high school basketball with the Oskaloosa Indians getting ready to take on the Pella Lady Dutch. Following this game at about 7:45, we'll have the boys matchup between Oskaloosa and Pella. The Indians coming off their first loss of the season at Norwalk on Tuesday night. Oskaloosa number 1 of the state in this week's Associated Press poll for Class 3A basketball, and Pella's boys ranked number 10 in the state, so that should be a dandy. Let's run down the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the Pella Lady Dutch with a record of 5-3 and 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Pella will start with Elizabeth Carney, a 5'7" senior, averaging 5.5 points a game. Grace Held is a 5'6" senior, averaging 10 points a game, also 3 assists and 2 steals. Sydney Van Vark is a 5'5" senior, averaging just under 7 points a game. Madison Naig is a 5'9" sophomore, averaging almost 8 points a game and 4 rebounds. And Emily Holderhouse, a 6'1" senior, averaging 15.1 a game, 13.8 rebounds, which leads the state among Iowa 4A teams. And she's also averaging 2.5 block shots a game. Jared Garland is the coach of Pella, the Lady Dutch, 5-3 overall, 3-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. For the Oskaloosa Indians, they will have in their starting lineup Lindsay Holmberg, a 5'5" senior at one of the guards. She's averaging 3.9 points a game. Emma Kelderman also in the backcourt, a 5'8" senior, averaging 1.9. Forwards, Kaylee Johnson, a 5'6" sophomore, averaging 3.8 points a game. And Jillian Jennings, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 4.3. And in the middle for the Indians is Marley Denberger, a 5'11" junior, averaging just over 9 points a game. J.C. White, the coach of the Indians, 2-7 overall, 1-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. And the Indians coming off back-to-back wins last Saturday at EBF and last Tuesday at Norwalk. Time now for our Craig Ford Keys of the Game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. First key for the Indians is going to have to be to box out, which may be a little difficult with Ashley Drost unavailable, one of the Indians' post players, because the less Emily Holderhouse has her hands on the ball, the better. And one way she certainly gets the ball is by rebounding. She had 24 on Tuesday night, and she also averages 13.8 rebounds a game. Something else for the Indians to do is keep up the good free throw shooting. They were at the line a season high 26 times on Tuesday night. Overtime factors a little bit into that, of course, but they made 20 of those free throws, so a season best percentage for the Indian girls. And they've gotten better the last couple of games of getting to the line and also converting the free throws when they get them. And third key would be for the Indians to act like you're on a winning streak. Now, I don't mean act like a pro wrestling villain and slap your opponent's face before the game or anything like that there, but there's no reason to play scared or act scared. You can act like you're on a little bit of a roll, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just concentrate on what you're doing. And you've got 2 good reasons to be positive about the way things are going for your team. Those are our keys of the game, brought to you tonight by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. Other games tonight, or let's run down the standings first in the Little Hawkeye Conference for girls. Grinnell in the lead at 4-0. Pella is 3-1, as is Dallas Center Grimes. Pella Christian and Indianola are 2-2. Oskaloosa and Newton 1-3, and Norwalk on the bottom at 0-4. We'll come back to Oskaloosa for the opening tip of girls basketball. Oskaloosa against Pella. We'll do that when we come back in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores, and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years. You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa as the Indians being introduced to this crowd here at Oskaloosa High School, with the Indians getting ready to take on Pella in girls basketball. Other games tonight, Little Hawkeye Conference games. Besides this one, Pella Christian is at Dallas Center Grimes, Indianola at Grinnell, and Norwalk at Newton. Elsewhere, boys and girls doubleheaders, Montezuma at English Valleys, Ottumwa at Des Moines East, and Knoxville at Bondurant Farrar. There's one boys only game tonight, Linville Sully at Tri-County. And the latest girls basketball rankings from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. In Class 4A, Grinnell is ranked 4th in the state. Knoxville is ranked 9th. In Class 1A, Montezuma is ranked 3rd, Linville Sully 5th, and North Mahaska 10th. Indians in the home white shirts with maroon numbers and letters, maroon trim. Pella, the Lady Dutch, will be in the traveling green shirts. White numbers and letters, silver and white trim. Indians will go from left to right as we get things underway in the first half. It'll be Marley Denberger at 5'11", jumping center against Emily Holterhouse, who is 6'1". Holterhouse going to play volleyball. She's committed to Northern Iowa for next season. And she is quite the hitter and blocker in volleyball, and I'm sure she will have a commanding presence here tonight. Official throws up the ball, and it's controlled by Pella. They'll go from right to left. Van Vark, right wing, right corner for Held. Then it came for Holterhouse. Inside shot didn't go, and the Indians get the rebound. Holmberg into the front court for Kaylee Johnson, high right. Denberger, high post right. Got the ball for Kelderman Lane. Driving. Ball was knocked away by Van Vark. And here comes Pella the other way. Quick 3-and-1. Holterhouse finding Naig for a layup. Madison Naig getting Pella on the board 2-0, and Pella pressing the backcourt. And a whistle, and Jillian Jennings called for a travel after she just caught the ball. Must have slid a foot just so slightly. Pella on the inbound midcourt. 7:20 to go in the opening quarter. Just underway here. Entry pass, Cartwright block for Holterhouse, and they're going to say she was fouled. Or no, travel, beg your pardon. First Pella turnover. Oskaloosa inbounding against the full court press. Kelderman in for Johnson, far side. For Denberger, rather, now into the front court. Kelderman high in the right side, waits for everybody to catch up. Denberger, 3 from on top. That doesn't go. Rebound skids out and out of bounds to the baseline. Pella basketball. We've played 1 minute and 1 second in the opening quarter. 2-0 Pella over Oskaloosa. Last game for both teams before we break for Christmas and New Year's. Van Vark outside the arc on the left. Gives it for Naig, high post left, down low for Holderhouse. Took a dribble ball, stripped away briefly by Holmberg, but the ball went out of bounds. We're on the wrong side of the baseline, and Pella will keep it. Held on the inbound baseline left as Pella attacked the basket to our left. For a wide open Naig in the lane, overshot the basket, rebound Holderhouse up and in. Emily Holderhouse's first basket, and Pella up 4-0. Pressure in the backcourt. And the ball thrown away by Johnson, and Pella get it right back. Long 3 from the right, air ball out of bounds. And it'll go to Oskaloosa. And Pella will take a short timeout. 6:31 to go in the first quarter, and Pella with a 4-0 lead over Oskaloosa. Neither of these teams will play again until 2 weeks from tonight, which will be January the 4th. Pella will be at home against Dallas Center Grimes, while the Indians travel to Indianola. Pella finally break their huddle and hurry up to put on the full court press. Kelderman to inbound with Holterhouse all over her. Bounce pass in for Jennings on the far side. Picked up the dribble. Got ahead for Holmberg on the far side. Now they'll back off on the press. And Holmberg will bring it into the front court. Holmberg for Johnson, high right. Denberger in the free throw circle. Driving right of the lane. Lost the dribble briefly. Gets it back. Gives back for Johnson. Now Holmberg on the far side. Kelderman, left wing of the sideline. For Denberger, spitting double team. Gets it off for Johnson. Jennings right baseline. Back off for Holmberg. Holmberg has it again outside the arc on the right. Right corner Jennings. Indians being patient, swinging it around, and a pass from Johnson to the far sideline, tipped out of bounds right into the Pella bench. Indians will inbound there with 5:49 to go in the quarter. Oskaloosa trailing Pella 4-0. Denberger on the inbound. We've got a whistle as the ball was being inbounded. And it's against Oskaloosa's Jillian Jennings. First foul of the game. Pella inbound, leg to the floor, no pressure. Indians in a 1-3-1 zone, pass down low, left block in the lane for Holderhouse to score. She's got 4. Pella off to a 6-0 start. Jennings double team to the near sideline. Ball goes out of bounds off a Pella player. It will stay with the Indians. Now the Indians will inbound three-quarter court in the near sideline. Kelderman in for Holmberg, facing the pressure. Denberger for Jennings between the circles in the backcourt. Now Denberger in the front court, trying to drive all the way. Shot, overshot the basket, doesn't go. Naig the rebound for Pella. Long ahead for Held to drive, shot doesn't go. Denberger the Oskaloosa rebound. 5:07 to go in the quarter, 6-0 Pella. Johnson high right, guarded by Carney. Johnson for Denberger, high post, reach-in foul called on Madison Naig of Pella. Naig's first foul, the first on the Lady Dutch. Amanda Fay comes into the Oskaloosa lineup, a 6-foot sophomore averaging 4 a game, had a season-high 12 Tuesday in the overtime win at Norwalk, and she was a very strong presence in that game. Fay high post right. Getting the ball back for Holmberg. Now Denberger on the right wing. Entry pass intended for Fay. We got a whistle. And a violation on the Indians. Third Oskaloosa turnover. I didn't really see it travel or anything, and the officials didn't signal anything. Held high right, 3 doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, still battle for the rebound. Denberger trying to get control of it and finally does. That went through a whole bunch of hands. Holmberg into the front court with 4:22 to go in the quarter. At pass for Fay, high post right back to the basket, and she was bumped from behind. Holderhouse committed the foul, her first, second team foul on Pella. Sub for Pella into the game now for the first time is Faith Deers, a 5'7" sophomore. And off the baseline inbound, Pella get a steal. Here's Deers ahead of the crowd. Layup, no. Rebound, Holderhouse, no. And the Indians get the rebound. Holmberg into the front court. Guarded by Held. Bounce pass for Fay in the free throw circle. Looks for a cutter. Still looking for somebody. Gives it for Denberger, high right. Denberger for Fay, right block. Trying to move on Holderhouse. Gets it back out for Holmberg on the right wing. Bounce pass out of Fay's reach, out of bounds. It goes to Pella on the fourth Oskaloosa turnover. 3:43 to go in the quarter. Pella up 6-0 over the Indians. Joe Lancello with you on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network. Long pass for Naig. Left block. Lost the handle on the ball. And Jennings on the takeaway in the second Pella turnover. Holmberg in the front court. Kaylee Johnson high left. 1-3-1 zone by Pella. Entry pass poked away by Holderhouse. Pella with a breakaway, and Holderhouse will lay it up and in. Holderhouse with 6, and Pella off to an 8-0 start. Pressure in the backcourt. Holmberg trying to dribble near sideline. Double team. Gives it back for Denberger. Passes it ahead for Jennings, and they don't beat the 10-second count. 6th Indian turnover. Pella get it back with 3:01 to go in the first. Annika Peterson, a 5'7" sophomore, into the game for Pella, replacing Madison Naig. Into the game for Oskaloosa is Macy Creer, a 5'4" freshman, to replace Kaylee Johnson. Pella inbounding at the hash mark on the near side. In their front court. Holderhouse, free throw line center, right shot around, no, and a pushing foul on the rebound. Lindsay Holmberg pushed. Annika Peterson, just in the game, commits the foul, her first, third team foul on the Lady Dutch. Oskaloosa inbounding length of the floor with 2:51 to go in the quarter. Trailing 8-0. Inbound for Fay at the far corner. Fay surrounded by Holderhouse. Pass ahead for Holmberg on the far side. Gets into the front court. Double team, lost the dribble. Almost an over and back, but Lindsay able to get it back under control. Denberger, high right. Pella 1-3-1 zone from the looks of things. Fay high post right. Gives it for Denberger. Right baseline jumper is short. Rebound tied up between Fay and Holderhouse, and the ball will go to Oskaloosa on the possession arrow. Sydney Van Vark back into the game for Pella to replace Grace Held. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right as the Indians attack the basket to our right. In for Fay, left block. Puts up the shot at short. Rebound is tipped out to the far side. Finally controlled by Peterson. Long ball ahead for Holderhouse to run the floor and score. Pella has a 10-0 lead. Holderhouse has 8 of those. And Oskaloosa wants a timeout. It'll be a short one, so we keep it here. 2:12 to go in the quarter. And Oskaloosa down 10-0. You'll remember on Tuesday night, they blanked Norwalk 9-0 at the end of one quarter. So perhaps a case of do unto others as you would have do unto you, or something like that. We'll hear from Oskaloosa coach, boys basketball coach Ryan Parker at an intermission of this game, as the Indians boys look to bounce back from their defeat at Norwalk on Tuesday. Indians have trouble with full court pressure, and Pella going to continue that. It'll be Denberger on the inbound, length of the floor. Marley looking, bounce pass for Holmberg. They back off a little bit, back for Denberger under her own basket. Marley starts to dribble to the near side. Cross-court pass for Creer. Creer double team, lobs it across the halfway line for Denberger on the near side. Denberger for Holmberg in the center circle. Has a look now, starts to dribble. Guarded by Van Vark. Pass for Fay, left wing, looking for a cutting Jennings. Ball goes out of bounds. It will go to Pella on the 7th Oskaloosa turnover. Nagan held back into the game for Pella rather. Minute 40 to go in the quarter. Held thought about a 3 pass into the lane for Nag. We got a foul. Blocking foul on the Indians. Amanda Fay commits the foul, her first. Second Oskaloosa team foul. Pella on the inbound baseline right with 1:36 to go in the first quarter. Nag driving toward the lane, kicking off on the right for Held. Held driving the baseline, kicks it back in the lane for Peterson. Now a whistle and 3 seconds on Pella. Third Lady Dutch turnover. Oskaloosa ball with 1:25 to go in the first. Indians still looking to break at the Schneid. They're down 10-0. Kilderman on the inbound for Holmberg. Holmberg on the dribble. They back off in the press. Double team coming in midcourt. Holmberg got it across. She's double teamed there. Lost the ball, but it's off one of the Pella players. Indians keep it at midcourt. 1:15 to go in the first. Denberger, Creer, Holmberg, Fay, and Kelderman, the 5 on the floor for Oskaloosa. Now a 2-3 zone from Pella defensively. Kelderman left wing, entry pass on the left block for Fay. She was double teamed. Off for Denberger on the right. 3 on the way, around and out. Rebound off Fay's fingertips, out of bounds. It will go to Pella with 58.6 to go in the quarter. Kaylee Johnson back in for the Indians, replacing Macy Creer. No defensive pressure from Oskaloosa. Held into the front court far side for Van Work. Back for Held. Now in the left wing, Deers driving the baseline, kicks it back off. Held faked a 3, drove the right of the lane. Pella get it back. Van Work lobs right baseline. And Held was trying to drive and was fouled. Team foul 3 on Oskaloosa. That'll be on Lindsay Holmberg, her first. And for the first time tonight, somebody's going to go to the free throw line. Grace Held, an 81% free throw shooter, at the line shooting 2 for Pella. Free throw up is short. 35.6 to go in the quarter. Pella up 10-0 over Oskaloosa. Indians looking to continue their 2-game winning streak. Pella's on a 4-game stretch. Held second free throw up and in. 1 out of 2. First point of the night for the senior, Grace Held. 11-0 Pella. Holmberg high right. Guarded by Held. Pass for Fay. High post right off her hand. It's tied up on the floor. And Pella with a takeaway. 8th Oskaloosa turnover. Gears faked a three on the right. Now they get it back out between the circles for Held with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. They'll go for the last shot. Deers back for Held on top. Deers now left baseline. Came in for Peterson in the lane. Her shot didn't go, and that's the quarter. After one, it's Pella 11, Oskaloosa nothing. Second quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Start the second quarter. They lead Oskaloosa 11-0 after the first 8 minutes. Holterhouse back in the game for Pella. So is Carney, who's got the ball on the left wing. Gets it on top for Held. Drive the lane. Dump for Holterhouse down low and a bunny. Holterhouse with 10. And Pella with a 13-0 lead. Early second quarter. Jennings for Holmberg in the backcourt. Tries to get past a double team, passes ahead, but threw it right to Holterhouse. Ball ahead for Held, driving, missed the shot and a foul. And Grace Held to the line again to shoot two for Pella. Emma Kelderman commits the foul, her first. That is 4 on the Indians in the half. No one with more than one for Oskaloosa. Held, who averages 10 points a game, was 1 of 2 at the line at the end of the first quarter. First free throw off here. Indians with Fay, Kelderman, Holmberg, Denberger, and Johnson. Second try by Held is up and in. She made 1 of 2, just like the last time. 2 for Held, 14 for Pella, nothing for Oskaloosa. Denberger on the front court, far side, double team to the hash mark. Gets it back for Holmberg, who's double teamed in midcourt, and a reach-in foul on one of the Lady Dutch. Team foul 3. No, check that. Team foul 4 on Pella. That's on Elizabeth Carney, her first. Denberger on the inbound. Hash mark on the near side. Gives it for Johnson on top. Lob for Fay in the lane. Driving, shooting off the glass, off the rim. No. Holterhouse the rebound. Quick 3-on-1. Holterhouse feeding Carney to score. Carney's first basket. 16-0 Pella. Almost 1 minute played in the second quarter. Holmberg dribbles in the front court. Tried to get it for Fay, but Holterhouse got in the way. Holterhouse finding Held, driving right out of the lane and scoring. 4 for Held. Pella up 18-0. 6:47 to go in the half. Denberger long pass intended for Holmberg, tipped out of bounds on the near sideline by Holterhouse. Indians will keep the ball. Fay out. Jillian Jennings back in for Oskaloosa. Pella bring Faith Deers back into the game. Jennings with the ball, high post, right back to the basket, gives it off for Kelderman. Now for Holmberg, as Carney went for the steal. Johnson's entry pass taken away by Holterhouse. Another Indians turnover. Here's a Holterhouse 3 from on top. It's short. Holterhouse got her own rebound to the free throw line. Holterhouse has it again high right. Now a 3 from Naig from the right corner. Doesn't go. We got a foul underneath. Emma Kelderman called for the foul, her second. That's 5 on Oskaloosa in the half. With 6:09 to go till halftime. Macy Creer back in for Oskaloosa as Kelderman comes out. Creer hopefully could give Oskaloosa a 3-point shooting threat. Off the inbound baseline right, in for Holderhouse. Shot doesn't go, got her own rebound, missed that, but a foul. Holderhouse at the line to shoot 2. Jillian Jennings commits the foul, that's her second. 16 fouls on the Indians, so Pella will have the bonus on the next Oskaloosa foul. Holderhouse, a 62.1% free throw shooter, barely hit the front of the rim on that. One more coming. Amanda Fay back in for the Indians after a quick break, and Jillian Jennings is out. Holderhouse's second free throw up and in. Holderhouse with 11. And Pella with a 19-0 lead. Almost 2 minutes played in the second quarter. Fay in the backcourt in the center circle. Gets it out from the left wing for Johnson. Now Holmberg has it between the circles. Holmberg for Johnson high on the left side. Now Holmberg high right. Finds Creer outside the arc on the right. Entry pass for Fay, splitting a double team. Fay gets it back out for Holdeman, shooting just inside the arc and scoring. The Indians break the schneid with 5:35 to go in the half, trailing 19-2. And a pass is thrown just out of Naig's reach out of bounds. Fourth Pella turnover. So the Indians get it right back. And Pella call off the Dogs on the full court press, but they will look to double team at midcourt. Holmberg getting it quickly in for Fay, and a reach-in foul on Naig. 2 fouls on Madison Naig, 5 on Pella in the half. Indians inbound to the hash mark on the far side next to the Pella bench. Denberger in for Holmberg. Johnson. Fay high post. Off for Denberger on the left wing. Looking for a cutter. Finds Creer on the top. Macy will drive to the baseline. Kick it back out for Johnson. Back for Creer on the right side. Cross-court pass caught by Denberger on the left wing. Entry pass intended for Fay, picked off by Holderhouse. Holderhouse on the front court far side. Wide open 3 for Carney on top. That's short. Holderhouse got the rebound, up and in. 13 for Holderhouse, and Pella with a 21-2 lead, equaling their biggest. 4:40 to go till halftime. And a strip and a takeaway by Held. And a reach-in foul on the Indians as they try to get the ball back. That'll be team foul 7 on the Indians. So a 1-and-1 coming. Lindsay Holmberg commits the foul, her second. Denberger will check out, and Jillian Jennings back in for Oskaloosa. Grace Held at the line for a 1-and-1. She's 2 of 4 at the line this afternoon, or evening. Substitutes being allowed in before the first free throw being shot, a little odd. Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11 freshman into the game for the first time. Holderhouse will get a break, so will Naig. Annika Peterson is in the game for Pella as well. Free throw up and in by Held, one more on the way. 22-2 Pella in front. They got off to a 19-0 start. Second free throw, Held got them both. She's got 6 and she'll get a break. Sydney Van Vark, a 5'5 senior, one of the starters back into the game for Pella. 23-2 Lady Dutch in front. Holmberg finds Johnson high left, Fay high post left. Back for Johnson on the left wing. Fay in the left block, moving in the lane, shot, score. Amanda Fay's first bucket, 23-4 Indians trail with 4:15 to go in the half. Kearney, right wing, gave it off on the right corner for Deers, who's back in. Wide open 3 for Van Vark on the left. That doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pella. Courtney Thompson, a 5'4 junior in the game for Pella for the first time tonight, as Deers will come out. Peterson, Van Voorst, Kearney, Van Vark and Thompson in the game for Pella. We've got a tie-up for the ball on the floor, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Pella. They will. Van Voorst call for the foul, her first. 16 foul on the Dutch. Oskaloosa will get the bonus on the next Pella foul. 3:50 to go in the half. Inbound, low for Fay, picks it up in the lane, shot is short. Battle for the rebound, and Kearney the takeaway for Pella. Long ball in the front court, taken away by Creer. 5th Pella turnover. 3:35 to go in the half. Indians down 23-4 with the basketball. Jennings right wing, dribbles to the top for Holmberg. Fay right block, triple team for Jennings at the free throw line. Shot off the back iron, doesn't go. Rebound Van Vark, and the long ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Oskaloosa ball. Anna Vanderwall, a 5'7" freshman, is in the game for the first time for Pella. Marley Denberger back in for the Indians with 3:17 to go in the half. Pella leading 23-4. Fay left block, double team. Off for Holmberg, left wing jumper from 12 doesn't go. And a foul on Fay as she was contesting Van Voorst for the rebound. 2 fouls on Amanda, 8 team fouls on the Indians. So Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman, will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Grace Held and Emily Holterhouse back into the game for Pella. Van Voorst 1 of 1 at the line this season, still perfect, makes the first one more on the way with a bonus. Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman. Madison Naig ready to check out the scorers table, so it's apparently going to be for Van Voorst, and they'll have to wait a while because she missed the second free throw, but Pella got the rebound. Thompson left side at the bend of the arc. Throws it across for Vanderwall, now on top for Held, driving. A shot from the right wing is good. Van Voorst got the basket. She's got 3 off the bench. 26-4 Pella's lead with 2:40 to go in the half. Denberger backed up on the dribble. Pass blocked by Holterhouse. It'll be Holterhouse who finishes on the break. 15 for Holterhouse. 28-4 Pella. Under 2.5 to go till halftime. Career high on the left side for Holmberg between the circles. Now Denberger left wing to the sideline where she's double teamed. Ball poked away out of bounds. It will stay with Oskaloosa. They actually call a foul on Courtney Thompson, her first. 17 fouls on the Lady Dutch. So Marley Denberger to shoot a 1-and-1 with 2:15 to go in the half. First free throw up by Marley, doesn't go. And Holderhouse with the rebound. And the front court quickly, right block. Naig was double teamed. Ball off, and Oskaloosa hand out of bounds. Pella will keep it with 2:07 to go in the half. Denberger checks out. Kaylee Johnson back into the game for the Indians. Emma Kelderman is back in for Oskaloosa as well. Pella on the inbound baseline left. Pass from Holderhouse through the hands of Thompson, out of bounds. 6 Pella turnover. Oskaloosa ball with 2:05 to go in the half. Indians down 28-4. Holmberg into the front court. Guarded by Held. Johnson right wing in for the lane for Fay, and a foul. And Amanda Fay to go to the line. Courtney Thompson with the foul, her second. 18 fouls on Pella. Amanda Fay, 5 of 9 at the line this season, shooting the first of 2 and missing. For Pella, Elizabeth Kearney and Sydney Van Vark back in the game. They've used 10 players already, Pella. Second free throw missed. Offensive rebound for Kelderman. First offensive board for the Indians tonight. Minute 47 to go in the half. Jennings left wing on top. Ball poked away and a takeaway for Held and a Gold Rush layup. Held with 8, 30-4. Pella in front with a minute 30 to go in the half. Fay high post right off for Jennings. Left wing shot doesn't go. Holterhouse with another rebound. Long ball ahead for Held, driving and scoring. Held now with 10. So 2 Pella players in double figures. She joins Holterhouse in that club. 32-4 Pella, just over a minute to go in the half. Johnson in the free throw circle takes a drive in the lane. Shot doesn't go. Fay had the rebound briefly and a foul. And they're going to call it on Amanda. A loose ball foul going after the rebound. That is her 3rd foul. 9 team fouls on the Indians. Marley Denberger and Macy Career back in for Oskaloosa. Fay and Johnson will sit down. Remember, the Indians are without Ashley Drost, who's on a family trip for the holidays. Her presence would be an asset. Nag missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Ball goes out of bounds off one of the Indians. Pella will keep it with 58.2 to go in the half. Held throws it for Carney on the right wing. Double team the block. Shot doesn't go. Denberger reaches to get the rebound. 55 seconds to go in the half. Denberger left hand dribble in the front court. Pulls up to the free throw line. Shot little too strong. Rebound Van Vark. Gets it ahead for Held, who drives and scores. Held with a dozen. 34-4. Pella's lead. 36 seconds to go in the half. Kelderman high right for Holmberg. Indians have it spread out. Greer got away from Van Vark, who was trying to get a steal. Jennings left wing. Now Denberger on the top with 16. Denberger double team at the top. Finds Greer high right. Back for Kelderman with 9. Holmberg, 18-footer up off the bracket, no good. Rebound Holterhouse. And we got a tied ball as Kelderman tied it up. The ball will stay with Oskaloosa with 2.2 to go in the half. Off the inbound baseline left. Holmberg looks, finds Johnson, back for Holmberg, and they took too much time when they needed to take a shot. Our score at intermission, the Pella Lady Dutch 34 and the Oskaloosa Indians 4. We'll come back, sum up the first half. We'll also hear from Oskaloosa boys basketball coach Ryan Parker when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, Get the Hawkeye Edge.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. We're at halftime. I'm Joe Lancello. Girls High School basketball with the Pella Lady Dutch leading the Oskaloosa Indians 34-4 at intermission. Pella scored the first 19 points of the game. They led it 11-0 after the first quarter. And their biggest lead is the one they have right now at 34-4. Leading the way is senior Emily Holderhouse, who has 7 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 15 points. Grace Held has 4 baskets, 4 of 6 at the line for 12. Bailey Van Voorst has a basket, 1 of 2 at the line for 3. Madison Naga basket, 0 for 1 at the line, 2 points. Elizabeth Carney with a basket for 2. Faith Deers, Sydney Van Vark, Courtney Thompson, Anna Vanderwall, and Annika Peterson have played and have not scored. Pella, 6 of 11 at the foul line for 54.5%. 6 turnovers against the Lady Dutch, and unofficially 16 rebounds with 7 on the offensive side. And it will appear that Emily Holterhouse has got the lion's share of those. Pella with 11 points in the first quarter, 23 in the second for their total of 34. For Oskaloosa, Lindsay Holmberg with a basket for 2. Amanda Fay with a basket, 0 for 2 at the line for 2. And that is it for the Oskaloosa scoring. Emma Kelderman, Jillian Jennings, Marley Denberger, and Kaylee Johnson started, have not scored. Macy Creer has played and has not scored. Indians 0 for 3 at the foul line. Did I mention Marley Denberger is 0 for 1 at the line? Well, I have now. 15 turnovers against the Indians compared to 6 against Pella, and 7 rebounds for Oskaloosa, just 1 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa did not score in the first quarter. They got 4 in the second for their total of 4. Oskaloosa's 2-game winning streak looks like it is going to come to an end here tonight. And Pella seems to be on their way to their 5th consecutive win. When it gets to be a 35-point lead, we go to running time in the second half in the state of Iowa. And Pella with a 30-point lead. That could happen very quickly unless the Indians can somehow fight their way back. In the JV game earlier tonight, it was Pella beating Oskaloosa 55-19. Once again, to run down the Little Hawkeye Conference girls basketball standings going into tonight, Grinnell is 4-1. Pella and Dallas Center Grimes at 3-1. Pella Christian and Indianola are 2-2. Oskaloosa and Newton 1-3, and Norwalk at 0-4. Should be interesting a little later here tonight. One of the marketing classes here has been selling light sticks. Matter of fact, girls basketball coach J.C. White teaches that class. Has been, or is the advisor of the club? I forget which, but she's been leading the way with the sales of the light sticks, and we should get a decent show a little bit later on tonight. Following this game, it'll be the Oskaloosa boys against Pella. Oskaloosa number 1 of the state, Pella number 10 of the state in Class 3A. But also we have Oskaloosa coming off their first loss of the season, ending a 7-game winning streak. That was Tuesday night at Norwalk. And Pella's boys with a 3-1 record in the Little Hawkeye Conference, which ties Oskaloosa for first, along with Norwalk and Indianola. So we got an early logjam on the boys' side of the Little Hawkeye Conference. And you figure Oskaloosa versus Pella is a major matchup in anything. So we should have quite the ball game on our hands a little later tonight. when the Oskaloosa boys host Pella. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello. We're also on KBOEradio.com, where you can see the video stream of this game live right now and also watch it at home a little bit later. And actually, if you're going out of town for a trip for Christmas or New Year's, you can use our stream to show off to the relatives. As far as fouls go in this game for Pella, Naig and Thompson with 2 apiece. For Oskaloosa, Fay with 3. Holmberg, Kelderman, and Jennings each with 2. Indians only playing with 9 tonight as Ashley Dross is away on a family trip. And Pella also without a regular in Madison Parks, who suffered an injury, was a late decision on whether she would play tonight. She is not in uniform. Our halftime score, Pella 34, Oskaloosa 4. We'll come back with the start of the third quarter in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the game of the week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore. Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today.
At Craig Ford, we believe in giving and serving, and that's especially true during the holiday season. That's why this December, we at Craig Ford are giving you Ford employee pricing. That's right, Ford employee pricing exclusively at Craig Ford. You pay what we pay from now till the end of the year. Craig Ford employee pricing gives you $18,500 off an F-150. You can get over $7,000 off a 2018 Escape, over $9,000 off the Ford Edge, and a whopping $10,000 off the Ford Explorer at Craig Ford.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Oskaloosa with the same starting lineup they had to begin the game. Emma Kelderman, Lindsay Holmberg, Marley Denberger, Jillian Jennings, and Kaylee Johnson. And it looks like the Indians will be on defense to start the third quarter. Pella still huddled on their sideline around Coach Jared Garland. Again, Pella leading 34-4. If the lead goes to 35 points, we go to running time. Holterhouse held. Naig, Carney, and Van Vark, their original starting 5 for Pella, going from left to right in the second half in the traveling green with white and silver. Van Vark left corner. Naig of the baseline on the left side. Back for Van Vark. Thought about a 3. Will dribble to the top and give it to Held. Held for Naig, driving through the lane. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tipped out all the way to midcourt. Will Pella get it back, and a drive and a basket and a foul. Madison Naig with the basket. Emma Kelderman commits the foul, her third foul, the first on the Indians in the second half. Naig with 4 points, 0 for 1 at the line, trying to finish the three-point play. Free throw off the bracket, no good. Denberger the Oskaloosa rebound. 36-4 Pella. 30 seconds played in the third quarter. Holmberg between the circles. Gives it for Kaylee Johnson, high right pass. Broken up, but Denberger able to get it back at the top of the key. Johnson, right wing, finds Kelderman on the block, tried to make a move, shot didn't go. And Pella with the rebound quickly in the front court for Naig, tried to shoot as Denberger approached. Naig hit the deck, and she will shoot 2 free throws, excuse me. First foul on Marley Denberger, second on the Indians in the half. Naig, 0 for 2 at the line, will shoot 2 here with 7:05 to go in the third. First free throw up and in. Macy Creer in for Oskaloosa, the freshman replacing Emma Kelderman. Macy averaging 3.7 a game. Naig's second free throw up and in. Got both of them. 38-4. Pella's biggest lead. They've led coast to coast after a 19-0 start. Johnson's pass from the right wing picked off by Holderhouse. Now ahead for Naig to finish and score. 8 for Naig, and now it's a 40-4 lead for Pella. And we are into running time in the third quarter. Holmberg into the front court. Pass knocked away from Jennings. Comes back for Denberger, left corner. 3 is up and in. Marley's first points of the night, and the first 3 for either team in this game. 40-7, back to normal time. Pella still in command. Shot Van Vark in the lane, drew air. And Holmberg the rebound for Oskaloosa. Yes, for Jennings, high right. Or for Johnson, rather. Surrounded by Kearney, and an Oskaloosa timeout, a short one, to prevent a 5-second call being called against the Indians. 6:04 to go in the third. 40-7, Pella in front. Holterhouse with 15, held with 12 to lead Pella. Oskaloosa, Denberger with that 3 became the Indians' leading scorer. Holmberg and Fay with 2 apiece. Full court pressure caused the Indians a lot of problems in the early going. Denberger on the inbound. Ashmark near side. Jennings high post right. Now Denberger double team on the far sideline. Got a pass. Came to Creer and a foul. Macy was bumped as she was trying to drive to the right of the lane. Sydney Van Vark commits the foul for Pella, her first on the Lady Dutch in the second half. Indians on the inbound baseline right. Jennings for career shot from the right, doesn't go. Pella with the rebound. Van Vark got it ahead to Kearney, missed the bunny. Pella get the offensive board. They've got 9 offensive boards in this game. Holderhouse, spin move from the left block and scores. 17 for Holterhouse. That beats her average of 15-1. 42-7 Pella. 5 minutes to go in the third. Amanda Fay ready to check in for the Indians. Here's a steal and a drive and a layup by Grace Held. Held with 14. 44-7, Pella's biggest lead. 4:45 to go in the third. Holmberg gets away from Held and is able to shoot and score. 4 for Holmberg. 44-9. Into the lane for Held and a basket. After Held drove the lane. Naig with the basket, she has 10, so that's 3 players from Pella in double figures. 46-9 with 4:15 to go in the third. Johnson driving to the right, and ball was taken away. Ball ahead for Held, then it came loose. And Holderhouse able to get it and score from inside. 19 for Holderhouse. 48-9, Pella's lead. Creer, entry pass from the right, taken away. Another Indians turnover. Held on the drive, shot, no, and a foul. Grace Held will shoot a pair. Third Oskaloosa team foul. Second foul on Marley Denberger. Held 4 of 6 at the stripe. She's got 14. Her season average is 10. First free throw up and in. Amanda Fagan for the Indians. Van Vark and Holderhouse check out for Pella, as Faith Deers and Annika Peterson are back in the game. Second free throw by Held. Got them both. And it's a 50-9 edge for Pella. Courtney Thompson into the game, replacing Held for Pella. And a Pella player picked up the ball for some reason after the free throw. I've heard of soccer players not wanting the ball necessarily, but basketball? 50-9 Pella with 3:33 to go in the third. Johnson for Creer, right sideline. Lobs it for Holmberg. Had to reach to catch that one. Holmberg for Creer outside the air from the right. Macy will drive. Give it off for Johnson, right baseline. Fake the drive. Creer with a three from the right. Off the rim, no good. Pella with the rebound. Kearney driving. Drive was blocked. Pella get the ball back. Naig on top. Tears on the right wing. Back on top for Courtney Thompson. Work it for Naig. Left baseline. Naig driving. Shot deflected by Holmberg. Pella keep the ball. Kearney with a three from the left. That doesn't go. Long rebound off the rim. Creer able to get to the ball first, and she will drive and score. Good hustle by Macy Creer. That's her first bucket. 50-11, Pella leads with 2:35 to go in the third. Naig high post. Left gets it off for Deers to shoot a three from the left. That doesn't go. Indians get the rebound. Creer lost control of the dribble, and it'll be another takeaway for Pella. Peterson had it. Now Naig on the left wing. On top for Liz Kearney. Thompson right wing of the bend of the arc. Back on top for Kearney. Finds Naig open. Left block in a basket. Naig with a dozen. 52-11. Pella's lead under 2 minutes to go in the third. Johnson driving right wing and a reach-in foul on Elizabeth Kearney, her second. That is the second team foul on Pella. Kearney and Naig out for the Lady Dutch. Anna Vanderwall in the game, a 5'7" freshman for Pella. Bailey Van Voorst, a 5'11" freshman, back in the game for Pella as well. Kelderman back in, driving left wing to the baseline. Kicks it back out for Jennings on the left. She'll dribble around. Now Creer. Back for Jennings. Holmberg outside the arc on the left. High. 2-3 zone from Pella. Holmberg backpedaling on the dribble. Gives it for Creer outside the arc on the right. Back for Jennings. Now Kelderman left corner with a minute to go in the third. In the lane for Faye. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tied up. It will stay with Oskaloosa on the arrow. Running time with Pella in the lead by 41 points. Holmberg on the inbound baseline left as the Indians attack the basket to our left. Holmberg fake the baseline jumper on top for Creer. Macy will drive off to the right. Give it for Kelderman. Jennings for Holmberg. Lindsay driving to the baseline. Lost the ball, but it was last touch by Courtney Thompson. Indians will keep it with 20 seconds to go in the third. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right. Looking, finds Faye on the right wing. For Kerr on top. Macy driving to the right, puts up a runner. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tip. Out of bounds, it goes to Pella. 2 seconds, 1 second. They won't inbound it in time, and that's the third quarter. After 3, Pella 52, Oskaloosa 11. Fourth quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Pella on the inbound to start the fourth quarter, leading Oskaloosa 52-11. Tears at the top of the key for Thompson, left wing. On top for Anna Vanderwall. Tears at the three-point line on the right. Throws it just out of the reach for Veronica Peterson. She gets it back. Van Voorst high right. Now for Courtney Thompson. Left baseline jumper from 15 by Peterson doesn't go. We got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. Foul on Courtney Thompson. That is her third foul, and the third on Pella in the second half. 7:22 to go in the ball game. Indians trailing 52-11. Holmberg on top. Kelderman left corner. Back for Holmberg. Nelly swinging for Kelderman outside the arc on the right. Indians going from right to left. Fay, right block, call for a travel. 19th Oskaloosa turnover. Pella led 11-0 at the quarter. 34-4 at the half, 52-11 after 3. And that's the score now with 6:46 to play. Vanderwall, right corner, gets it back out for Thompson on top. Here's a three on the way. Draws air by Vanderwall. Indians get the rebound. Good hustle by Jennings to keep it in play for Fay to collect. 6:30 to play. Johnson high right for Holmberg between the circles. Kelderman left wing at the bend of the arc. Jennings in the lane, had the ball knocked away. They get it back for Fay, right block, double team there. Back out for Johnson, baseline jumper good. Kaylee Johnson's first basket, 52-13. Oskaloosa cut the gap with 6 minutes to play. Pass for Vanderwall on the left wing was knocked away. She gets it back. Here's a three on top from Deers. That's off the mark. And Johnson fights to get the rebound. 5:45 to play. Jennings right corner. Swinging on top for Holmberg. Kelderman on the left. 2-3 zone. They're daring Oskaloosa to shoot from long distance, and they won't do it. Pass for Fay in the lane, and a pushing foul called on Pella. Annika Peterson with the foul, her second, fourth Pella team foul. Deer is out for Pella. Fay checks out for Oskaloosa, and freshman Aubrey Blanco is in the game for the first time. Camille Dixon, a 5'8 sophomore, in the game for Pella for the first time to replace Peterson. Indians on the inbound baseline. Left pass was broken up by Vanderwall out of bounds. It'll stay with Oskaloosa. Macy Creer back in the game for the Indians to replace Kelderman. Indians with Holmberg, Creer, Blanco, Jennings, and Johnson. Aubrey Blanco, a 5'5 freshman. Johnson driving to the right, gives it off for Jennings. Shot in and out. It was halfway down and decided to come out. And Pella get the rebound. The Dutch come the other way with Reagan Van Wyk, a 5'7 freshman who's in the game for the first time. Left baseline, Van Voorst driving. Nice move around Blanco and scores. Van Voorst with 5. 54-13 Pella with just over 4 minutes to play. Equaling Pella's biggest lead. They have led throughout. Career left wing, left block. Jennings, shot doesn't go, but a foul. Julian to the line to shoot 2 with 3:50 to play. Camille Dixon commits the foul, her first. 15th foul on Pella. Jennings yet to score tonight, a 45% free throw shooter. First free throw off the bracket. Chelsea Jorgensen, a sophomore, into the game for the first time to replace Thompson. Pella's just about used all their roster. Second free throw by Jennings up and in. She got 1 out of 2. 54-14 Oskaloosa trailing with 3:41 to play. Right wing pass for Van Wyk and a reach and foul on one of the Indians. Team foul 4 on Oskaloosa. Macy Career commits the foul, her first. Pella inbound on the near sideline. Anna Vanderwall on the top. Van Wyk on the right wing of the arc. On top for Dixon. Started to drive the lane, kicks it back. Now on the left wing, Jorgensen. For Van Wyk, driving the lane, shot didn't go. Blanco the rebound. 3 minutes to play. Johnson high right for Holmberg. Back for Kaylee Johnson. Now Blanco right side lane. Entry pass tipped away and a reaching foul. I think that'll be on Camille Dixon. It is. That is her second. 6th Pella team foul. Amanda Fay back into the Oskaloosa lineup to replace Jillian Jennings. Holmberg on the inbound baseline right with 2:27 to play. In for Fay, left block against a double team. Shot, foul. Amanda Fay to shoot 2 on the 7th Pella team foul. Jorgensen committed the foul, her first. 7th Pella team foul. Amanda Fay 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Make it 0 for 3, her first free throw off the bracket. Ellie Henry, a 5'6" sophomore, into the game for the first time to replace Lindsay Holmberg. 3rd game of the year for Ellie. Wearing the number 2 tonight instead of her usual number 20. Fay's second free throw up short, around, and drops in. Amanda with 3 points. 54-15. Pella leading, 2:10 to go in the ball game. Dixon on the 3-point line on the right. Swing to the left side for Vanderwall. Now a left corner 3 is up and in by Chelsea Jorgensen. Her first points of the season. 57-15 Pella. Minute 50 to play. Pass is tipped into the Pella front court. There's going to be a pushing foul called on Oskaloosa's Kaylee Johnson. Be the 5th Oskaloosa team foul of the second half. Minute and a half to play. Pella will inbound to the far sideline. Jorgensen inbound. Gives her Vanderwall. Pella by 42. As they'll go to 4-1 of the conference, 6-3 overall. Right corner, Van Wyk. Swing to the top for Van Voorst. Vanderwall on the left wing. Now they get it back on top for Van Wyk. Pella being patient. 3 on top for Vanderwall, doesn't go. Rebound Van Voorst. 48 seconds to play. Jorgensen finds the driving Van Wyk. Shot doesn't go, but a foul. 37 seconds to play. Ellie Henry commits the foul, her first. 6th Oskaloosa team foul. Van Wyk at the line to shoot 2. Beg your pardon, Blanco committed the foul and not Henry. Van Wyk with the free throw, her first point of the year. Second free throw up off the bracket, no good. Rebound poke loose, Fade collects it. 30 seconds of play, 58-15 Pella. Johnson in the front court, high right. Surrounded by Vanderwall. Gets it off for Blanco, now Faye in the block. Her shot blocked by Van Voorst. Van Voorst ahead for Vanderwall to lay it up and in. 10 seconds of play. 60-15 Pella. Greer into the front court, far side. Driving, shot. Doesn't drop in, but a foul. And we're out of time. Pella wins its 5th in a row and snaps Oskaloosa's 2-game winning streak. Our final score, Pella 60, Oskaloosa 15.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Mahaska Drug, Pella Printing, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Certified Pest Control, Clow Valve Company, Kelly Style Insurance, Fred's Muffler Shop, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Malcolm Lumber, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Robert Auld Investments, The Rock Island Tap, Hawkeye Real Estate, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.